Hey y'all, I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to come on here and share something with you guys. So I have like really, really intellectual children. Um, they are older. They're 22 and 18. My youngest, he's 15, but not so much as him yet. But my two older children, we are able to have like really deep conversations about life and spirituality and things like that. So every time I get into my zone, they stop me and they say, "Mommy, write it down, write it down. Like, open your notes, put it down in your phone so that you can make a video. Like, you got to get this information out." So one of the things that we were discussing one day, this was like a week or two ago, was the fact that reparations, a lot of people, my people, expect them for so many years, decades even. They're saying we're owed them. And, for the blood, sweat, and tears that our ancestors had to endure, in the beginning of America's history. I don't like to say slavery because I don't really believe that it happened the way that they told us it did. So I know there was a lot of tragedies. I know our people suffered a lot, but I just don't think we were the lay down people that they said we were. But that's neither here nor there. That's for another discussion. But when it comes to reparations, I feel like they won't really help us. They won't help us in the state that we're in currently. And it's kind of like reparations won't help ignorant people. Now, I'm not saying that to slander my people, to demean them, or anything like that. I'm really saying that because, and it's no fault of ours, okay? But the fact of the matter is that we're not financially literate enough to take on a substantial amount of money at this time. The test run for me, what I seen was when I always go back to COVID, because I don't think any of us had ever seen anything like that in our lives, right? So it was so much money being in resources being handed over, like in clumps. Like, I knew so many people who benefited off of, PPP, unemployment, and all of that. But the sad part about it for me was that of everybody that I know that got it, what was that, 2020, 2021, here in 2025, they're all broke, back working. And I'm not talking about $5,000. I'm talking about people were getting $20,000, $40,000, $50,000. And that's the kind of money that people ask banks for opportunities to start businesses. But it was like nobody cared about multiplying the money. It was just like spend. So that was an opportunity, right? I didn't get it, but, and I'm not trying to, I'm not pocket watching or anything like that. I'm just saying collectively, I seen that it really didn't help. I'm scratching my back, guys. It really didn't help. It might have helped like immediately, but nobody used, hardly anybody. I won't say nobody because I don't really know everybody who got it, but the people that I knew in the circles that I was in, at that time. And again, it's not our fault. Let me just be clear with that. But the people that, the people that got it really didn't know what to do with it. So let's just say hypothetically they do pass a law and say, hey, we are going to We are going to, you know, release reparations for XYZ to blank, 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 you know, like that. And let's just say it's $100,000 to each person of color who can prove that they have heritage that stemmed from, you know, America, or whatever the case may be. You're able to prove it, you get your $100,000. If you're just going to go and spend it on cars, clothes, designer, fast food, out to eat, restaurants, then it's really not going to do you any good. Gotta think, our ancestors, when they had wealth, you know, a lot of people, and I had to tell my friend this other day, a lot of people don't realize that, because we're not told this, but that when the people, before this country was founded or discovered or whatever they say by Europeans, we were people of prosperity, right? I mean, if you do a little bit of research, we're in the age of information. If you do a little bit of research, you would see the prosperity that we had. You would see the communities that we had. It wasn't about outdoing each other. It was about working together and living prosperously together. Some kind of way they've taken us away from that. And now everybody's in competition. And so if you use your reparations just to outdo your next door neighbor, or just to outdo your friends, you'll be broke in a month or in a year or so. You'll be broke. And a year is like a max. It's like, and then the thing about it is that, let's just say hypothetically it did happen. Well, then, you know, they'll say, well, you know, and then you spend it. They'll say, well, we gave you what you've been asking for. You've been asking for, you know, 50, 60, 70 years reparations. And we finally gave it to you. And, you know, we agreed upon an amount and we gave it to you. And so you're broke now. Well, that's not our fault. We did what you asked. And then you handed it right back. Then, I mean, essentially there would be nothing they could say. Now, you could come back and be like, well, 100,000 wasn't enough, or whatever the case may be. But it really, money is energy anyway. So it's not really about the amount. It's about what you do with it. Okay? It's about what you do with it. Because while some people might feel like it takes them $100,000 to start a business, and they can't start it until they get that. Well, some of us started it with a tax check, $5,000 or $6,000. Some people started a business with $50. So it really doesn't even matter. But our mindset as a collective is not even in that spot. It's like we're so comfortable with being workers that we don't even care about the next generation, building a legacy, building generational wealth. Most people are just trying to make it day by day. So I honestly do not think right now is a time for reparations. Yes, it would be a good thing immediately, just to cover some bills, maybe pay off a few debts. But to build generational wealth, we are not in that spot collectively. And I think that we have a little bit of ways to go. We are getting there. And I see a lot of people, especially young people. Like I said, I talk to my children about this and they are like on the right track. But when it comes to like older people, my age and older, collectively, we are just not there. We are just not there. And it's so unfortunate because we have so much potential. It's, you know, we could do so much, especially together. And, you know, we've been conditioned to be against each other. And I know why. It's obvious, right? If we stay divided, we can't build anything together. They know what we can do. They know what what our capabilities are. We just don't know. And that's unfortunate for us. But I am hopeful. I hope that you watch this video and you can understand what I'm saying. And maybe, you know, you don't have 100 people that you can get together with, but maybe you know 10 people that you can build something with, that you guys are close friends or family and not in competition with each other. Because it's you know, I had to do a lot of things on my own. But I'm finally starting to realize that it's better when you have other people. That's one huge lesson that I learned this year. That I can't do everything by myself. And when you have people, like-minded people that you can work with, that want to see you win, you want to see them win, all of us can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a lot better. It's a lot easier that way. All right. So I hope somebody watch this and get the gist of what I'm saying. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.